guest today is Mr. Iqbal Hashmi, Managing Director of SKF Pakistan. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's an engineering firm and you have a long association with engineering. You studied engineering at university.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
You felt, very much guided towards that by your father.
That's true, because initially in my career, when I was in class 8, I was very much inclined towards literature, and I wanted to study English literature. But my father, he gave me direction at every step, and he contributed a lot in my career. So he basically wanted me to go for science, so I went for science. I did my matriculation in science, and then I wanted to go for medical, but he again guided me, no, go for engineering. So I went for engineering, and then when I was getting admission in NAD University, then I asked him if I can go for electrical engineering. He said, no, you should go for mechanical engineering. So basically it was his decision, but now I am very much thankful to him that he rightly guided to me, because he knew me very well. He focused on my grooming, and he was very particular about my education and career, and he used to teach me. So he was knowing a lot about me. He was very careful, very caring, and very serious about my future direction.
Yeah, and obviously it was right, because everything has brought you to this point.
And basically the direction which he set early in my life, today what I am, it was basically the direction set by him. And he was very thoughtful. He used to talk with me literally, 3-4 hours at a time.
So he was really a mentor and an inspiration in your life.
Yes, and he was such a great mentor to me, and an inspirational figure, that now when I am 44 and there is no mentor as such with me, and at times when I am under pressure, then nothing can depress me, because he motivated me to such a level that that motivation is still a guiding light for me.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because I'm sure with the kind of job you have, there's a high stress level. So if you can have the luxury of saying that you can channel your stress, that's incredible. He really did do you a great service.
I would say the person who who had a very positive effect on my life, lifestyle, career and future direction was my father. And I was whatever I am today, it was because of his thoughtfulness and giving me direction all the time.
Now when you graduated, of course, a lot of jobs came your way and you went towards the Navy.
Yeah.
And you worked there for how long?
I worked in Navy for 5 years, and it was basically in technical branch. When I graduated, I got 3-4 offers in hand. I was having 3-4 offers in hand. One was in nuclear power plant, other was in fertilizer company, and this
was the one that you decided to choose.
I decided myself to go for Navy, because I really wanted to defend my country. So at that time I was very much motivated to defend my country. So
yeah, you were involved in mine sweeping work and so on?
It was not mine sweeping, I would say. Rather, it was a choice. It was a combination of my thoughts and my practical work. So I combined these two things. And in Navy, I got very good experience, I would say. And that always helped me in my future challenges.
You mean the discipline?
The discipline, the training, the technical exposure, people, and the officers, they helped me a lot. And in Navy there is lot of things which gives you a lot of time and room for improvement. And that's why when I was basically leaving Navy, before that there was an essay competition.
Which you won actually, right?
Yeah, I got first prize in that, and that was a very difficult competition among all officers. So I learned a lot, and I owe a lot to those friends, my colleagues, my seniors, who helped me in grooming. So Navy was basically my second school, I would say.
Right.
Yeah.
But of course, you not only have an engineering background, you also have a business background.
Yeah.
And this combination is something you've been exploring perhaps later on in your career. You came to Costa Coffee, and this was a project which was your idea actually.
Yes, after engineering, when I went for MBA from IBA in evening classes, then that broadened my horizon, and I started to think, to look at things differently, not from engineering point of view only, but also from business point of view. And I used to travel abroad, so I mean it was not innovation, rather it was a replication. And I saw many things in Europe and America which we can easily do here. There is lot of room for products and services in Pakistan which currently is not being offered.
So you enjoyed the challenge of setting it up from scratch? And
I would again say that this is the way I was brought up. My father, if he wanted me to get anything done, his easiest way was to tell me that you can't do it.
Okay.
So when he used to say that you can't do it, then that was a real challenge for me. So whenever anything comes in my life, now as well, and it seems that it is impossible, then I see there is a possibility.
That's great. If that's a great attitude, because that means you can overcome anything.
My career start was very humble, and it was a very, I would say, difficult time for my family as well. Because when I was in third year of my engineering, then my father expired, and it was first shock I ever received in my life. Prior to that, I was like, I mean,
Protected in a bubble.
protected and very carefree and doing whatever I wanted. So that event turned my life. Lot of responsibilities came on me, and it was the start of my career. Otherwise, I wanted to go in a different direction at that point of time. My plan was to go abroad for studies.
So everything changed for you.
But everything changed in almost in final year. So, but I'm not behind any of my colleagues, alhamdulillah. Just because opportunities are always there around you.
You just have to find them.
You just have to find it. It really doesn't matter whether you are in Pakistan or you are in America or any country. So you can get whatever you want in life.
Right.
So I'm happy and contented whatever I have done so far.
That's great. Now, a year and a half ago, you joined SKF, and I believe there was quite a rigorous entrance to the firm.
SKF, yeah, it was, it's a very good company globally. And SKF has won many accolades in last 101 years. So SKF is a very good company to work for.
Right, so again you come back to that perfect marriage of the engineering and the business complementing you, allowing you to take this position on a solid ground.
This is what I like, because I don't want to waste my first degree. First degree is like first love. So in this job I can use my engineering knowledge, because SKF is knowledge engineering company, and at the same time it is industrial marketing. So I use my business management knowledge as well. And right now we are in the process of expansion. So this may look a little odd to you, because it is, everybody is saying that economy is in recession, so things are retrenching. But I am going in another direction. I am expanding. I am going to those places where SKF is not serving to our customers. So in Pakistan we have lot of opportunities. Still we have lot of potential to work for. I mean, 2 months back I was in Gujranwala, Gujarat, Sialkot, and I surveyed all these places, and I found that they need our products there as well, and we don't have direct presence in those cities. So now we are pursuing our expansion plan. So soon you will see our distributors and retail outlets in those cities as well. And I was very much impressed to see the growth in Gujranwala and Gujarat. I mean, they have developed many things indigenously.
It's surprising, isn't it? You wouldn't have imagined, like you say, in the current climate, to see growth in these areas, but I guess they're so underdeveloped. Perhaps that's why.
I would say they are doing very well, extraordinarily well, and they are competitive against foreign competitors who have, you know, edge over them. They are facing quite few problems related to infrastructure, but despite all these odds, they are doing quite well. They are making very good pumps, fans, washing machines, air conditioners, and many other appliances. And most of the components and most of the things are indigenous. Gujranwala and Gujarat, the problem is that the industrial growth is not in a very systematic way, because this growth was not very well managed. You will find one industry here, other industry there.
So you want to come in and be a smooth link.
Yeah, because SKF has lot of things to offer to these people, beside technical expertise and services.
Right.
We are known as a bearing company.
That's right.
But as a matter of fact, we have 6 different distinct strong platforms, and bearing is one of them.
So you have a lot of potential for growth then.
Yes, and
right.
all these products are required
to support these industries.
And just to give you an example, I would say, for example, on average in a household, you cannot imagine that that on average 150 bearings are used. So you can just understand how many bearings are used in an industry.
Right, yes.
So it is quite huge consumption,
right,
and we are catering a reasonable portion of it. So pursuing blue ocean strategy, I am going to those areas where currently we are not.
Right.
So I have full faith and confidence in the economy. Pakistan has 170 million population, and we have very hard working people,
right,
skilled
so
people.
The potential for growth is
so potential
great.
For growth is there.
Yeah.
It is just the aura of confidence which we need to build.
Yes.
So this is what I am contributing a little bit to build confidence in the economy.
Great. Welcome back. I'm here with Iqbal Hashmi, Managing Director of SKF Pakistan. Now it's interesting you say SKF, you have a policy in the firm to live like a family. You sort of play together and work together. Talk about how that happens.
In SKF, talented people work, and keeping talented people together is not an easy task. But this is a culture which we follow worldwide, and it is achieved in a very systematic way. So first thing, we see that new family member is coming. Will he fit with us, and will he stay long with us? And you will be surprised to know that no one leaves SKF.
Okay.
And it's even if someone at some point of time decides to leave SKF and join some other company, then after some period of time he or she comes back to join us. We provide such a wonderful environment, working ambience, and when we say that we work like a family, we really mean it. And we take care of each other, and we do things together.
You even have a sports league where you all play cricket and…
Yeah, we play on most Saturdays. We go for a 3 hours cricket match, and which is a good healthy activity as well as entertainment, and it's a very good team building exercise.
And you're a spinner.
Yeah, I am a left arm spinner, but most of my colleagues believe that I'm not a good cricketer. But I try to participate whenever they give me an opportunity, and I love to play with my colleagues, and it's very good, and I enjoy that time.
So the HR aspect then is really supportive at SKF, because I mean that's now what everyone is focusing on, is people strength.
In this century, 21st century, your competitiveness is not because of technology or because of your assets, or it is all because of your people. And therefore every organization is emphasizing on people. But this is an emphasis we are having since last 101 years. So we always emphasize people, and our emphasis is on people, Our emphasis is on high ethical values. On ethics, SKF has very strong policy. So we have a very comprehensive list of do's and don'ts. And
so it must be fun working there, because you know you're in the right environment, you're working with a good group. It must be quite rewarding.
If you will compare with the market, then SKF takes care very well. I mean, SKF gives you a very rewarding compensation package. But this is not the single reason to stay or work with SKF.
Or any organization now.
Or any organization, you are absolutely right. It is mainly because the environment, the family approach, the ethical values, the innovations and challenges we are offering to our employees.
That keeps you motivated.
So that keeps us motivated. So now the compensation package is one of the motivators. It is not, you cannot look at it
as the sole reason why we work.
As the sole reason,
right,
yes,
right.
Yes, you are absolutely right. It is one of the major factors. We work because we want to earn money, but it is not the only reason.
It has to be beyond that.
So we provide rest of the reasons. So people stay with us, and people make career with us. And even one person in Australia, he is working with us since last more than 60 years.
Wow.
And he's happy.
That's incredible.
He still wants to work for another 20-25 years.
So while you're so rewarded at work, I know you're rewarded at home because you have a great family. You have 4 children?
Yes, mashallah.
And I know you set priorities where family comes first.
Yeah, and you know, you have 24 hours to work, and you need to set your priorities in life all the time. So I have set my priorities right, I would say. I mean, my relationship with Allah, and my relationship with family, and my job responsibilities.
In that order?
Always in that order. So these are my priorities. And in the morning I go to office, until evening I work in the office. If required, I travel a lot, and if required, I work on Saturday and Sunday as well. But when I am available, when I am in Karachi, and in the evening, I spend my time with my family. And I prefer to spend my time with my family. I teach my children because I love to teach my children. My father taught me.
So you want to continue that pattern with your family?
I love that tradition, and I want to continue that tradition. And I think that this is something I can contribute in their career building.
Yeah, well, obviously he contributed so much to your life, and I'm sure you will contribute to theirs. We'd like to thank you for being on 17 Minutes. It's been a real pleasure talking with you today.
Thank you.